Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, people. Now, listen to this. Friends, the temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gasoline prices, food prices, tensions throughout society, global conflicts, supply chain breakdowns, you name it. Experts say the looming global food crisis will be worse than any year since World War II. What should you do? Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply while you still can. My Patriot Supply is America's largest preparedness company with millions of satisfied customers. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it will be there. Act quickly and save $150 on their 3-month emergency food kit. These kits provide breakfast, lunches, dinners, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. You won't go hungry when you have this emergency food. So go to preparewithjericho.com and save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Get your family's emergency food while there's still time. Go to preparewithjericho.com. What's up, everyone? I see you in the comments. I see, hold on, jumped on me again. Spun Bearing 65, El Jericho, El Jericho. I think that's how you would say it in Spanish. I remember going, my mom used to work at the DMV, and these people would always come in and say, you speak Spanish? Good times. So I see some of the people in the comment section. You see the picture that I put up, and the title is A Drag Queen in Every School. Now, I know to most of us that is a fucking nightmare, but to others, it's not. To others, it's the way they want it to be. It's the world that's coming. No pun intended, not coming. The world's not like, ugh. But, you know, that's what's coming on the world. Ugh. In the world, gross. Either way you cut it. Don't forget, guys, this is a viewer-funded platform, so please fund it. Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $ Jericho Green, and the number 1. P.O. Box, if you want to do it snail mail style, 806 Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. 20% off all green gear. Promo code FATHER, all caps. Day after tomorrow's Father's Day. Now, normally, I don't, and super chats, first come, first serve. You know how I do. You put them up there, I'm going to read this shit. So normally, I don't do videos on Sunday, and this year's no exception. I will not be doing a video on Father's Day. I will be with the people that made me a father, or that make me a father, however you want supposed to say that. So Saturday, or tomorrow, I'm going to do Father's Day live stream. So fathers, be here. We're going to talk about shit that only we understand. If you don't have kids or you're not a father, you're going to want to hear it anyway. And if you are planning to be a father, you definitely want to hear this shit. So be here tomorrow, pre-Father's Day, Father's Day live stream. It's not going to be all about fathers, but a good portion of it will be, because we are a very strong part of society. We all know some ladies who got daddy issues, right? So today we're going to talk about, of course, a drag queen for every school. Hey, and that's not some random citizen. That's not some 10 taxpayer ID number. No. That's somebody who's an elected official, somebody who has the power to make policy to shape your damn life. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you a very special thing about her. I'm going to tell you something about her that's going to make you say, hey, I need to listen to what she has to say. And we're going to talk about Lebronica James. You might know him as LeBron James. I call him Lebronica because he is an over-emotional female. He is a racist. That's right. I got proof. Okay? There was a young man. His name is Ethan, or his name was Ethan Liming. Say his name, huh? Why don't we start saying the names of the real victims here, not the thug-ass criminal pieces of shit? Say his name, Ethan Liming. We're going to talk about that. And hey, You ever turn on your computer and you get in the comment section and people start saying hurtful things about you? Because the internet has to be a safe place for everybody. But don't worry, someone is coming. Someone's coming to your rescue, guys, and it's a very powerful ally, okay? Be thankful that she is stepping down from the heights of her vice presidency to tackle cyberbullying. You got it. And if you plan on taking your kids to see Lightyear, that's the new Buzz Lightyear spinoff of Toy Story, and you think it's going to be about toys, you're wrong. Okay, you must not remember what company you're dealing with, Disney, and you must not remember what month you're in, Pride. Okay, Pride check. Check your pride. You better be on tight. You better be showing love this month because that's what it's all about, love. Okay, who are you to stand between two people who are in love? Okay, well, if you're planning to take your kid to see that, you thought it was going to be all about cartoons and toys, you're wrong. All right, there's some smooching going on in there. We're going to talk about that shit. And in case you weren't prided enough, in case you weren't submerged in pride this month, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. We are the champions, my friends. Huh? You weren't soaked in pride enough? The grandpa in chief said, pride is back in the White House. Like he doesn't have more pressing issues and more important things to worry about. He wants you to know that pride is back in the White House. Okay. So why don't we kick off with the title, huh? A drag queen for every school. Who said that? Who in the hell would say something like that? Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's see. There it is. All right. Drag queens make everything better. Everything. All right? And there should be a drag queen for every school, according to reported comments from Michigan's Attorney General, Dana Nessel. So she wants to get you nestled up next to some drag queens at school. And I heard the audio. She said it. Nessel made the comments during a speech at a civil rights conference in Lansing, Michigan. Because Lord knows civil rights are in danger. Here's our full quote. Drag queens make everything better. Drag queens are fun. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says at a civil rights conference in Lansing while speaking out against what she describes as efforts to divide people. A drag queen for every school. End quote. I'm going to have to go ahead and say a hell no to that. You are not bringing your weird ass around kids. Okay? Like everything else, drag queens have a place. It's called in a bar on the weekend for a bunch of adults to look at. You want to get together with your girls, you got a bachelorette party or something, or you want to go see some entertainment, you want to see somebody taller and bigger than you sing It's Raining Men, go ahead. Drive your ass over there if you can afford it. The drinks are probably cheaper than the gas to take you there, but that's another topic. Go ahead, take your 21 and over ass in there and have a good time, people. But when you take that same drag queen outside of the club, then it gets all fucked up, right? Just like Halloween. You want to dress like SpongeBob on Halloween or whatever? That's cool on October 31st, but come November 1st, wear that same costume in public, now you're a fucking weirdo. Now there's something wrong with you. It's all about location, location, location. Inside of that establishment with adults, drag queen your ass off. What was that? What was that movie? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. You talk about a piece of shit. But it starts off with Arnold Schwarzenegger, aka the Terminator, at a drag show. That room was full of adults. I don't give a shit. But a drag queen for every school? You're out of your fucking mind. No. That is disgusting because it's not in the confines of a place for adults. You're bringing that into a school with children. Now, we're not only responsible for a child's physical safety, we're also responsible for their mental safety, their intellectual safety, the safety of their innocence. This shit is weird. Why do you think people are getting mad about it? Why do you think people are speaking out against it? Because it's wrong. It's not kind of wrong. It's not sort of wrong. The shit is wrong. Like my dad would say, wrong is two left shoes. That is despicable. But why do you think she said that? I'll tell you why. I'll fucking tell you. Hold on. Let me find where it says it. Okay. Nestle's speech reportedly concerned what she believes to be fake issues that are being used to divide people. She was mostly likely referring to the national controversy about allowing children at drag shows, which has been a hot topic. I wonder why, because kids shouldn't be at fucking drag shows. While some claim allowing children to attend drag shows is harmless and promotes inclusive thinking, critics decry the drag show as sexually explicit and inappropriate for kids. Yes. Let me bring it over here so it's closer to the mic. For example, a drag queen named Nicole Jizzington, shortened to Nikki Jizz. You guys know what Jizz is? No, anybody know what jizz is? Somebody in the comment section, you tell everybody what jizz is. Okay? Nikki Jizz allegedly performed for a group of middle schoolers in, of course, San Fran shithole, the shitty city by the bay. Watch your step. Chances are you're going to step in somebody's shit. The drag queen reportedly said she had them kids losing it during her performance. The alleged performance caused an online outcry, and the drag queen deleted her tweets about the event. So it's okay for a dude to shake his dick in front of kids as long as he's dressed up like a woman. Side note, you ever see a woman in real life who puts on makeup like that? I don't care how fine you are. You come out of the house with makeup on your face like that, you're getting no play. Because it makes you look like something's not fully connected up here. You look nuttier than squirrel shit. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Nessel made the comments during his speech. Nessel is the first openly gay person to be elected to a statewide office in Michigan. There you have it. So she's part of the alphabet soup group. Apparently, she's also a champion of the Ku Klux Trans. Why is that important that she's the first openly gay whatever? Does the fact that your face looks like you ate a glazed donut make you better at your job? Does the fact that you got a little flavor saver right here, huh? Does that make you better at your job? The fact that you love clam, does that make you better at your job? Because if it doesn't, keep that shit to yourself. It has no place here in the public forum. Unless the fact that you scissor your little heart out, if that doesn't make you better at your job, then I don't want to hear about it. Remember that episode of South Park where the women were trying to save the bar LeBeau's, but it was spelled Lesbos. And they call it LeBeau's. And when Miss Garrison figured out scissoring, he was like, ooh, scissor me timbers. So if you're scissoring your little heart out, but that doesn't make you better at your job, I don't want to hear it. But she's the first openly gay, devoted, elected to, blah, who gives a shit? You know what month you're in. So you better pride up. Pride check. Check your pride. Is it on tight? Are you showing your pride to everyone? Are you making out with somebody of the same sex in public, even though that's not your thing? It better be your thing from June 1st to June 30th. Because anything short of that, you're a phobe or you're an ist. Just saying, guys. Make sure it's on tight. So just know that the Attorney General of Michigan, which I think Detroit is in Michigan, I'm pretty sure. So Detroit's in Michigan, and you worried about drag queens at every school? How about metal detectors at every school? How about parents showing up at every school for meetings? Why don't you worry about that at every school before you put some psychopath who looks like he put his makeup on in the dark in every school? How about that, Miss Nessel? So the fact that she nestles up to the punani, that makes her better at her job? They're talking about it like it is. They're reading it off like it's a qualification. Did she put that on her resume? Bachelor degree from here, X amount of years experience here, loves a nice shaved clam. Is that on her list of qualifications? No, keep that shit to yourself. Wyclef's cousin, that drowning fool known as the Whitehouse press secretary. She's the first openly gay, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Does that make her better at her job? Obviously not. I wish it did. I wish it did make her better at her job because she sucks. She is drowning every press conference. When she calls on Peter Doocy, she probably drops a Doocy in her pants because he makes her look stupid as shit every time. Stop telling me about who you sleep with unless we're making a porno here. Because other than that, that means nothing to me. But just know that there are people who have been elected who think you should have a drag queen at every school. Jericho, you're taking it too literal. She didn't mean every school. No, but what she did mean is she's okay with the idea of drag queens performing or reading or whatever in front of children. Stay away. You're, like I said, outside of that 21 and over environment where adults can come, or 18 and over, whatever. As long as there are adults in there, man, you shake your drag queen ass off. Okay? Do your thing, Tu Wong Fu. But if you take that outside of that building and move it to a school, you're a freak and you need to get the hell away from these kids before somebody loses a shoe where your legs meet. Okay? Out of here. Freak. Fucking talking about Venmo, people. That's what I'm talking about. Green for Green. Cash App $ Jericho Green. 1 P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California 95961-9998. Super chats. Get them over here. I'll read them. I see them trickling in. Don't leave these people alone. Join them. Okay? Promo code FATHER to get all promo code FATHER all caps to get 20% off all green gear. All right? All right. Let's get up in this comment section. See what the fuck you guys are talking about. Love is War says homeschooling. You got it. You're going to make us do it Little House on the Prairie style. Bring it on home. Jane, anyone remember values? Vaguely. I think the American public remembers them. The elected officials try not to. It's just like holy water to a vampire. You show them morals and values. That shit away from me. It's burning. Just like Joe Dirt says, I got the poo on me. Can't have that shit. And you hear Lamay style. Hope I didn't say that wrong. Drag queen reading coming to my small town zoo. Mama bears are outraged. The damn coastal elite transplants are trying to change my red state and red town. That's right. People move from California and shit like that, or New York. You know, there's this mass exodus from like California to Texas or Nevada, Arizona, and Florida. They got a lot of New Yorkers coming down there. But it's funny, you're escaping these liberal shitholes, but you're still bringing some of that shit with you. When you come to a place, you adopt their beliefs and traditions. You blend into their society seamlessly. But they don't. They bring that bullshit with them. You're right. And mama bears stay mad. You don't mess with a mama bear. Let me tell you something I saw with a mama bear one time, like an actual bear. It was a wildlife, some video, and it was like, crazy stuff caught on tape or whatever. So these dudes are in there hunting camo, and they're going down a river, and they're in like a aluminum like boat, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 feet long, a little small thing. There's like 3 or 4 dudes in it, and they're close to the shore. They're probably 15, 20 feet from the shore. And these guys are putting along, and all of a sudden, this mother bear comes charging out of the bushes. And when I say out of nowhere, 1 second there's a bush there, the next second there's a 600-700-pound bear standing in front of it. Luckily, one of the guys got a shot off in the air to shock her, to scare her, and make her run off. And they go down a little bit further, and you see these 2 cubs. They didn't even know. They didn't even know the cubs were there. Mama bear was about to come out there and render them all lifeless. She was about to get the biting and clawing and disemboweling. Mama bear don't play. I've seen mother bears fight male bears. This ain't a game. Same thing with humans. You ever heard the expression, you can't tell anybody anything about their kids? Same goes with their physical being and their innocence. Back up. People will throw it all away for their kids. They will fuck their life up and their freedom for their kids. Don't test them. We've all heard the story of the lady whose kid was trapped in the car and she picked that shit up. Yo, can you guys see me now? Let me know in the comments. I don't know what the hell happened with my laptop. Damn it. I don't know. YouTube might be being dumb again. Can you guys see me? I put it up on my phone. All right, I'm back. Thank you, King Boo Zion. I'm back, loud and clear. Okay. So anyway, where the hell was I? Damn it, you fucking computer. But yeah, so people, coming to messing with these kids and having these drag queens come to their schools. Hell hath no fury, like a mother scorned. You go and fuck around if you want to, have them weirdos come into the schools. There will be a revolt. That shit ain't cool. It's disgusting. You know those dudes are a bunch of damn weirdos. And how can somebody be so woke and so thirsty for those kind of pats on the back for you to be okay with this shit? Stop. Fucking drag queens at schools. I wish you would. I wish you would. On Halloween, you dress like a weirdo. It's not weird. November 1st, that same outfit is going to get you arrested. Same here. Keep that shit around adults. It's all good. Around the kids, it's all bad. So, before we move on to the next topic, check this out, people. Friends, temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gas prices, food prices, tensions throughout society, global conflict, supply chain breakdowns, you name it. What should you do? Go to preparewithjericho.com and get your long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply while you still can. My Patriot Supply is America's largest preparedness company with millions of satisfied customers. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. When you need it, it will be there. Act quickly and save $150 on a 3-month emergency food kit. These kits provide breakfast, lunch, dinners, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. You won't go hungry when you have this emergency food. So go to preparewithjericho.com, save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Get your family's emergency food while there's still time. Preparewithjericho.com. So up next. So I had an article that I wanted to read about this, but now that I'm on my phone, I obviously can't get to. The son of a bitch is still frozen. Anywho, I was using my phone to go online to look it up. So let me see if I can go to the internet without losing this. If I do, don't worry, I'll be right back. But let me just see if this works. And it doesn't. Can you guys still see me? Okay, well, I'm not doing that shit again. But anyway, Lebronica James is a racist. And I don't mean to tell you things you already know, but here it is. So LeBron James has this school in Akron, Ohio called the Promise School or some shit like that. But as a matter of fact, most of the money for that school came from taxpayers. I mean, he might make you think that, oh, LeBron James, you put all his money in that shit. He put some money in there, but most of it came from taxpayers. So really, it's their school. But there was a kid, 17-year-old kid named Ethan Lyman, who was killed in the parking lot of the school of that school, LeBron James's school. And he wasn't just killed. I mean, you would think Akron, Ohio kid killed. He must have been shot, right? That's what I would have thought. But what actually happened was, and before I get into that, Ethan Lyman is white. That's probably why you don't know his name. That's probably why you haven't seen it plastered on the back of these fake-ass athletes, these fake-ass Wokians. You haven't seen his name spray painted on the court or the field anywhere because he's white. So the colors don't line up. They get their Rubik's Cube of give a shit. And if the killer and the victim's races don't line up, like the killer's white and the victim is anything less white than a sheet of printer paper, they don't care. You won't hear nothing about it. More quiet than a dead church mouse. So Ethan Lyman was white, and he made the mistake of being a white kid around a bunch of young black savages. Yes, I call them savages. No, I won't call them animals because animals won't do this shit to each other. These are savages. So he's riding around with two of his friends who are also black. And they got these water paintballs, basically water or balls like the paintballs, but they're filled with water. I imagine they don't hurt as much, or maybe they do. I don't know. That's irrelevant. But they're riding around, summertime's hot. They're shooting these water paintballs, this water gun at people. Yeah, should you be doing that? No, it's a pain in the ass. I'd be pissed off if I got shot with one too. But he's riding around with these kids. The two black kids, they stop. They stop in the parking lot of LeBron's school. And the two black kids, they run over to this basketball court where these black dudes are playing these black men. These kids are 17, 16, 17 years old. They're kids, they're teenagers. So they go over there to the basketball court. They think it'll be funny to shoot these dudes with the water gun. Me personally, I ain't shooting no group of black dudes at a basketball court in Akron, Ohio with nothing. But these kids, being dumb kids, that's what they do. So these subhumans decide to chase these boys down. And when they chase them down, they chase them back to Ethan Liming's car, back to their buddy's car, planning to, hop in there and get the hell up out of there. But Ethan gets out of the car, sees what's coming, and decides to try to defuse the situation. Hey, guys, it was a joke or whatever. But again, these damn savages who don't respect life, who weren't taught to, who are probably surrounded by death and despair because it is Akron, Ohio. These fuckers decide it's a good idea to start kicking this boy's ass. And there are no accounts that they kicked the other black kid's ass. One of the black kids took off to call the police. The other one, he was standing there. They're beating this kid, Ethan Liming. And after he was unconscious, they continued to kick and punch him in his head. They beat this boy to death. They took his car keys so they couldn't drive away. They couldn't drive their friend to the hospital. The other kid who was there, they took his phone so he couldn't call the police. Luckily, the other kid ran off to call the police. So they took their means to escape to get help, and they took their means to call for help. And that poor 17-year-old boy, Ethan Liming, say his name. Ethan Liming is laying on the ground with his fucking brain swelling, dying over some fucking water guns. You find me the other race of people who are doing this shit. They stomped that boy out because he shot him with a water gun or a water paintball. Now, like I said, I don't know what those things feel like. If it feels anything like a real paintball, I would be pissed because those hurt. I wouldn't be mad if they ran over there and slapped those kids around a little bit. What the fuck are you thinking? But that's not what they did. They didn't do what a normal human would do because they're not normal humans. No respect for life. So because they were shot with a water gun, with water paintballs during the summer, somebody let me know in the comment section, what's the current temperature in Akron, Ohio? I'm sure it's warm. So because of that, they killed this boy. Killed him. Because he was with some kids doing some stupid shit, and he made the mistake of not driving off, but trying to defuse the situation and help his homeboys out. His two black homeboys. Now, if you listen to those empty suit turds in the White House, they would tell you that white supremacy, white people are the problem. I see right there, Sawirsa Cooper, 90. Scott George, 80 plus. Hot. 2 days ago was 105. And I'm sure the humidity is up there too. I've been to the Midwest in the summer. It's a little sticky. They killed this boy. How do you get so angry over something so little that you kill somebody, beat him to death, stomped him out, stomped the life out of him over that bullshit? Fucking savages. Unfortunately, they caught the three sons of bitches who did it. And there's a difference. There's black people, and these are niggas right here. Niggas do this. Niggas stomp a 17-year-old white kid out for some water guns. Niggas take car keys so they can't get help. Niggas take the cell phone so they can't call help. Don't get it confused. Niggas do shit like this. Niggas are the ones you see on TV gunning each other down, shooting little black girls in the neck while they're dancing in their living room in front of their mother. Niggas steal a man's car and then crush him against the wall as they drive off trying to steal it. And then niggas are worried about their phone other than that man's well-being. Where's my phone? So black people don't do this. Black people are sitting back appalled, just like white people and every other racial group. Niggas are the ones who don't see anything wrong with this. There were 2 black kids who were there with Ethan Liming. 3 niggas came over and killed that boy. That is fucking horrible. Now, how does LeBron's bitch ass fit into this? It happened at his school, right? A white person sneezes on a black person on the subway, and LeBron is tweeting about how this is the same as 1950. Invoking the name of their favorite. I know you're trying to rest in the ground, Emmett Till, but we're going to have to dig you up one more time. Because some out-of-touch elite black person, rich black person, needs to invoke your name one more time. Emmett Till. When somebody allegedly spray painted the word nigger on his garage door. I don't believe that shit happened. I don't believe it. He doesn't live off a street in a regular neighborhood. This is LeBron damn James. He lives in a private community, far back from the main streets where us lowly taxpayers hang out. He's up in the hills. So you mean to tell me someone came up there? How many fences did they hop to spray paint nigger on LeBron James's garage door? And then his people painted over it before the cops came? Bullshit. That's LeBron James's wet dream to actually find some remnants of racism. He would have stood in front of that shit and took a picture of it. Remember the picture? There's an infamous picture of white people hanging these 2 black men in trees. And there's a dude with a little Hitler mustache, and he's pointing behind him like this, pointing at the 2 black men hanging in the tree, saying this can happen to you. You guys know what picture I'm talking about? LeBron James' bitch ass would have been out there doing the same thing, pointing at the N-word on his garage. But he didn't do that shit because they painted over it before the cops could come. How many of you have called the cops and then cleaned up the shit you called them for? Bullshit, that shit never happened. But according to LeBron, it did. No matter how rich you are, it ain't tough being a black man in America when you got 500 million fucking dollars. What other country you want to be black in? I'll wait. List it for me. Don't say Africa. Because Africans are killing the shit out of other Africans. What do you think they're going to do to your American black ass? What, do you think it's going to be the air up there when you show up? You think there's going to be a contingent of African locals welcoming you back to the motherland? You sell that shit to somebody else. I'm not buying it. But LeBron James wants to go ahead and invoke Emmett Till, just like Emmett Till. You know what he said about this white kid who was killed in the parking lot of his fucking school? He said, and here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. And I wish I could pull it up for you. My plan was to pull it up on my phone and read it for you. This motherfucker didn't even spell check his tweet. He said, my the heavens. I think he meant may the heavens. He didn't even spell check that shit. He didn't mention that boy's name, Ethan Liming. He didn't even say his name. He said, pray for our community. What the fuck does that mean? Pray for these niggas that stomped that boy out? Is that what you're talking about? What community are you praying for? I got somewhere you can stick those prayers, LeBron, because you didn't mean that shit. You didn't even spell check it. My the heavens? Now, you already know the answer to this, but I'm going to say it anyway. What do you think would have happened if a black kid was beaten to death by a bunch of savage, racist honkies? Huh? LeBron James might make the world stop. The world might have stopped turning if a black kid was beaten to death by two white boys, two Klan members, two sister fuckers in the parking lot of his school. I guarantee you he would have sent out more than a misspelled bullshit tweet. But you know why LeBron James didn't say anything? You know why he didn't make a big deal out of this? You know why he didn't take this as an opportunity to repair the damage that other dumbasses like him have done to this society? It's a very simple answer. I keep shit simple. I'm not that smart. You know why he didn't do that? Because his boss, because his daddy didn't let him. Who, Jericho? The NBA? No, their boss. The NBA and LeBron got the same boss. China didn't let him say anything about that. China didn't give him the green light. LeBron, you'll say nothing about the white kid, Ethan Liming, killed in the parking lot of your school. It's not good for us. It's not good for China. Yeah, I was a boss. Yeah, yes, sir, China. I won't say nothing. Can I send out a misspelled, half-hearted tweet? Please, sir. Please, Mr. China. Okay, LeBron, you sent out misspelled bullshit, but that's it. No more. That's why he didn't say shit. LeBron James, I know you're watching. Focus on this part of my face. You are a racist piece of shit. Fuck you. That boy lost his life to those damn savages in the parking lot of your sham of a school that you didn't even pay for. But when it's convenient, oh, it's LeBron's school. It don't matter what color that boy is. You should have said more than that. And I'm glad that they caught those monsters that did that to that boy. Imagine being his parents. Where are you going, Ethan? I'm going to go out with so-and-so and so-and-so. Summertime. What would you want to do more than hanging out with your boys during the summer? You don't got to go to school? Man, let's go have some fun. All right, when are you coming back? I don't know, around dinner time maybe. All right, have your phone on you. All right, love you, Mom. All right, Dad, see you later. All right, son, put some gas in the car before you bring it back if you can afford it. That was it. So they're expecting to see the headlights of that car pull back into their driveway sometime soon. Where's Ethan? Well, give him a call on his phone. He's probably hanging out. Call. Yeah, I called him 2 or 3 times. It didn't answer. It just rang and went to voicemail. That's not like him. Give him a few minutes and call him again. I'm sure he'll pick up and say, oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Some excuse. You know, some excuse he's given 1,000 times before. I couldn't hear it. It was in my pocket. I left it in the car. Whatever. They're not thinking the worst yet. But then hours and hours go by, and their son isn't answering his damn phone. And then, babe, you expecting somebody? No. Who is it? It's the police. You know how it goes from there. Are you the parents of so-and-so? Yes, what happened? Can we come in for a second? And then they drop the biggest bomb of their life. Your son is dead. Life can give you nothing worse than your child being taken from you, your child dying. Was it a car accident? No. Just some savage niggas decide to stomp his brains out in the parking lot because his friends shot him with water paintballs. So that poor family, life shattered. I don't know if he had siblings or not. Their life's about to get fucked up too. And then it's not over. It's not just a family. Now you got to start making phone calls. Hello? What's wrong? Why are you crying? It's Ethan. What happened? He's dead. So now your life can fall apart too. So on and so forth. Ripple effect. His two friends that were there with him, they're all fucked up too. Their families are fucked up because they're fucked up. They're all sad, heartbroken. Their best friend dead. And what's going to happen to the monsters that did it to him? Well, depending on the DA, well, right now they're under $1 million bail. So they got that, or bond. They got that part right so far. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of sentencing they get for murdering a 17-year-old kid, son of a preacher. Horrible. You misspelled it. LeBron, you're a turd. You're a 6'9", 265-pound turd. You misspelled it. That means you don't care. And it should have been pray for our community? The fuck does that mean? Your community better pray for itself and stop producing these savages that kill people over insignificant bullshit. Pray for your community. Say those prayers for that boy's family. Fuck your community. Your community made these monsters. And since you want to pray for your community, move your ass back to your community. Hell no. You know the first thing you heard after LeBron got paid? Pew! That's what you heard. All right, LeBron, your check cleared. Pew! Clothes, people standing there, clothes blowing in the wind. Where the hell did LeBron go? To live around those white folks? To get up in them damn Hollywood hills? He couldn't get there fast enough. He was probably spending the night outside of the house and they were still building it. That's how fast he got out of the hood. Mr. James, your house won't be ready for a year. That's fine. I'll camp out right here until it's done. I ain't going back down there with them. I'm not going back down there in the hood. I'm good. All right, LeBron, your first endorsement. Fuck. He was gone. What did Craig's uncle say? And next Friday, soon as I got my money, I was gone. Son of a bitch. What a piece of garbage. Misspelled it. Fuck, man. Ethan Liming. Ethan Liming. Ethan Liming. Tell me about no damn patron saint of fentanyl, George Floyd. That was a grown man. I don't got no sympathy for him. You chose that life. You swallowed that dope. You didn't follow instructions. That boy was hanging out with his friends, doing some dumb teenage shit. That does not mean you lose your life. Fucking LeBron. Matt Clayton, savages, barely even human. That's right. Spun Bearing 65, fuck that community. Exactly. The community saying fuck the community. Look how it is. How you expect everybody else to care about your situation and you don't? John Marlowe, he talks all that shit living in a rich neighborhood. That's right. You care so much about black folks? We're being hunted. That's what he said after Ahmaud Arbery. We are being hunted. Why don't you go down there and help your people? Why don't you take some of those hundreds of millions of dollars and help your people? Fix those neighborhoods. Fuck the neighborhoods. Because it don't matter what kind of buildings and community centers you put in there if you fill it with horrible people. Why don't you try to fix those families? Why don't you incentivize those women to get married before they carry around these fucking monsters and drop them? 3, 4 different baby daddies. Why don't you do that? Pray for our community. You don't even pray for your community. And that's not even your community anymore. You've been rich for 20 years. That ain't your community. Man. That is just fucking horrible. Kill that boy over the dumbest shit. 17. Your bones are still malleable. Your skull hasn't even hardened yet over your brain at 17. And he's gone. Pray for the community? No. Pray for his parents and his family members that have to walk past his room and try not to break down. Pray for his mother who probably can't get out of bed, curtains drawn, can't even cry anymore. Pray for his pallbearers. They got to carry his 17-year-old body to the ground. Pray for them. Pray for his family members that got to get up there and try to say some nice things about him without fucking losing it. Pray for them, LeBron. Don't pray for your community. Your community did this. And to not even say that boy's name. How many times did you type Breonna Taylor, you motherfucker? How many times did you type George Floyd? You wore a Trayvon Martin sweatshirt. Black Lives Matter. How many times did you type that shit into your phone? But you don't type Ethan Liming's name one time. Because China won't let you. They got their communist hand up your ass to the elbow. And you don't move that mouth until they let you. Fucking cocksucker. Man, there's no good way to segue out of this, but Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $ Jericho Green 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Promo code FATHER, all caps, to get 20% off green gear. Super chats, get them in here. First come, first serve. I'll read that shit. So, and see, and that's another thing, man. You fucking computer. Hold on, man. I had shit set up. I'm so mad at this piece of shit. Man, I had I downloaded a cricket sound, and I was gonna play it when I talked about Kamala Harris and the cyberbullying council or whatever she's going to be in charge of. This is basically misinformation, disinformation 2.0. Basically the same thing, but it's not targeting, disinformation about the sweet and sour sniffles or the election results. No. This is a much more important group of people. It's for women in the LGBT alphabet soup group and the Ku Klux Trans. Oh, let's throw another group in there. Asian Americans. That's right. In the article I was going to read before my laptop took a shit, Kamala was saying that, over half of the Ku Klux Trans community experiences harassment on the internet. And did you know that 1 in 4 Asian Americans experiences harsh language on the internet? And then you know that women are sexually harassed on the internet? Well, I have an idea. Stay the fuck off the internet. She said it's impossible to get through life without the internet. No, it's not. There's a whole generation of old people who don't even know how to download an app. Anybody ever try to help their grandparents figure their phone out? Yes, it's possible to get around without using the internet, you liar. But you act like it's unavoidable. Get off the internet or grow some thicker skin. Everybody gets shit talked to them on the internet. Everybody. You can post a picture of 2 puppies frolicking, and somebody's going to have something bad to say. Guaranteed. They might just say it just to be an asshole. It happens to everyone. You can't legislate protection for everybody. The internet's a cold place. If you ain't ready for it, stay out of it. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying? Our border's being bullied, and you ain't doing shit. I saw a story, shout out to Guitar Dude 777. Sent me a story about some dude at a border town getting caught with a pill press machine and a bunch of pounds of fentanyl. Why don't you cyberbully that shit? Why don't you take care of that border bullying? Damn the cyberbullying. Oh, and in a year, we're going to have a report to give to the president about suggestions about what. Stop talking in circles. She is the queen of word salad. Remember that commercial, salad shooter? You put your salad in there and shit, it spits it out on your plate. She is the salad shooter. Because you're talking a bunch of crazy, dumb shit that means nothing. I don't give a shit about no alphabet soup group or Ku Klux Klans on the internet. You're on your own. Just like the preacher told him in Blazing Saddles after they shot his Bible. He said, son, you're on your own. I don't give a damn about no Asian American people getting made fun of on the internet. You're a grown up, suck it up, or stay the fuck off the internet. Women. I don't care about you getting made fun of either. Oh well. Thicken that skin or get off the internet. How does the saying go? If you can't take the heat, stay the fuck off the internet. Stop being a bitch. Toughen up. What happened to our Rosie the Riveters? Huh? What happened to the women who were running society while the men were over there fighting in the wars? Where are those women? Please, somebody tell me. You remember, got the sleeve up, the bandana on her head, flexing her muscles? Where are those women? Where's the, what's her name? Captain Hepburn from True Grit. Where are the real women at? Not the ones who are so damn weak that they can't handle people talking shit to them on the interweb. Somebody, yeah, Matt Clayton. We can't afford to lose those horses, dummy. He pulls that shit out and goes, whoo, we almost lost a $400 hand cart. That shit is too funny. He goes, watch that boy shit, redneck. Oh, Blazing Saddles, classic. But why do we need to have some cyberbullying council? Oh, and they said it's for women and, you know, transgender and blah, 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 who want to get into politics. Well, if you want to get into politics, you better have some thick skin. You ever heard of mudslinging? That's what's going to happen. They're going to get all up in your past with a fucking microscope and find out all the bad shit you did and dredge it back up. So if you can't handle that, you certainly can't handle the internet. Cyberbullying. Don't she have enough titles? They gave her another title and she didn't even do the last job they gave her. You remember you are the border czar, right, Kamala? You do remember that, don't you? So you didn't do one job, but they're going to give you another one. How do they get to fail up? Would these people make it? If you're a business owner and you're running a business, would you hire this woman for your job, for the position you need? Like, unless you need a cackler, you need somebody to go, gah, 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 gah. At the worst possible moment, then Kamala is your girl. Do you need somebody to talk to you like you're a fucking 6-year-old? Oh, in space, and they're going to be right there in the planets. If you need that, Kamala is your girl. If you need someone who can if you need someone who has a thing for old dicks, if you need someone who doesn't mind picking silver cotton candy out of her teeth, bing, she's your girl. But if you need someone to do the job that doesn't involve any of the things I just mentioned, she's not your girl. She's going to suck at it. Cyberbullying. What a waste of time and effort. All right, guys, let's wrap this shit up, shall we? Don't forget Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $ Jericho Green, 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Promo code FATHER, all caps, 20% off all green gear. Super chats, get them in. I'll read them. First come, first serve. So, you want to end this with a little drop of anger blood, huh? Right here or from here? Or maybe even from here. Do it Ebola style. Bleed out of your eyes. So, y'all remember the cartoon from the 90s, Toy Story, the series. There was 2 or 3 of them or something, 4 of them. And there's a bunch of toys and shit doing toy shit. You know, cartoons, innocent stuff, entertainment for kids, real light. Well, a few months ago, when the shit came out, when this movie came out, Lightyear, it's a spinoff about Buzz Lightyear, one of the main characters, the space guy with the rocket package shit. I didn't really watch Toy Story because it came out, I think, in the mid-90s, like 93, 94 or something, so I wasn't really into that shit at that time. I was a teenager or coming into my adolescence. So Buzz Lightyear is one of the main characters. So here's a little spin-off. And, you know, cartoons, nothing you got to worry about. Gone are the days that you could leave the room and leave your kid in front of the TV and not worry about what they're seeing. So a few months back when they came out with the movie, there was a lesbian kiss scene. Why in the fuck would there be a lesbian kissing scene in a cartoon for children? Join me as I go out on this limb and say, I don't want to see any of the characters kissing each other. That's not necessary. But to make it a lesbian couple kissing, you know what the fuck you're doing. So got a bunch of backlash. They took that part out. Why it would need backlash for that is disgusting. So then Florida, you know, does their Florida shit, does their freedom shit, and they have the parental rights bill, which was signed into law, thankfully, which basically said with grades K through 3, there's no talking about sex or sexuality, period. I wish they would have went K through 8th grade, because you don't need to be worried about that shit till you get in high school. I mean, I know your body's changing and stuff, but as far as the school talking about it, save that shit for 9th grade. So I wish they would have made it more, but K through 3rd, like, no shit. Did this need to be a bill? Did this need to be a law? Don't talk to little kids about sex, you fucker. You do it in the classroom, oh, everybody loves it. But if you do it in a park, now that dude needs to be arrested. No. Same thing. Talk about it in the class, you're out of here. So because of that, because of the parental rights bill, which they called the Don't Say Gay bill, they're saying, oh, you can't even say gay. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Why the fuck are you talking about that in school? But that's what they called it. So because of that, Disney got mad. Disney said, I'll show you, you fuckers. So they put the scene back in there. So in a Disney cartoon for children, they have 2 lesbians kissing each other. What's next? You're going to kiss, and then one of their hands is going to go down there and start flicking that bean, start rubbing that puss. When do these go from cartoons to pornos? What are you fucking doing? Make kid shit for kids. Leave the adult shit for the adults. We don't need you talking to our kids about that. We don't need you showing our kids that. That's not your place. It's ours. Stop trying to take our responsibility away. That's what they do. They take your responsibility. They take your responsibility to talk to your kids about heavy shit. And if you're a person of color, if you're one of the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities, aka black folks, they take your responsibility away. It's not your fault. It's because of slavery and Jim Crow, shit that you weren't even around for. That's like saying, man, I can't pay my bills. I can't do the right thing because of dinosaurs. I know they were around 65 million years ago, but that trauma was passed on to me. I can't even go outside. What if there's a dinosaur out there? So let me off the hook for everything that I'm supposed to do because of dinosaurs. Same thing, slavery, that shit was 200 some years ago. Why are we, the effects of slavery? How? It ended over 150 years ago. If you had a building sitting there for 150 years, it wouldn't even be recognizable. Shit would grow over it. It would collapse and crumble. It wouldn't even look like a building anymore because it's been 150 years. So slavery or dinosaurs, either way. I can't go outside. I can't take care of my responsibilities. I can't be held to the same standard as everyone else because of dinosaurs. See how stupid that sounds? But that's what they do when they take your responsibility. Then you're free to be a jackass because it's not your responsibility. If a little 5-year-old pisses the bed, oh man, come here. No water before bed. It's not we're going to work on it. We're going to help potty train you. A grown man pisses in the bed. You're a dirty piece of shit. What's wrong with you? Responsibility. That adult is supposed to be responsible enough to not piss the bed. A 5-year-old is not because he's 5. He hasn't learned that responsibility. This shit is disgusting. I don't make a lot of guarantees in life, but I guarantee you my kids will not lay eyes on Buzz Lightyear. They won't see that cartoon. I don't need no fucked up questions coming back home from the movie theater. Why are those girls kissing? Better question, why are they kissing in a cartoon? Let me know. Am I off base here? Ghost of Josie Wells, you out of here? He said, great stream, Jericho. Take care, my man. I guess you out. Thanks, man, for staying as long as you did. So fucking stupid. What happened? How did it happen so quickly? Why are these companies not afraid of doing this bullshit? A lesbian kiss and a Buzz Light. I don't get it. I don't see that. Why would you put that in there? Unless you want to corrupt and pervert kids and make them more accepting to unnatural shit so you can do unnatural shit to them without them saying anything. Because if somebody does something to you that's not weird, you're not going to say anything. It's not weird. So if you think this shit's okay and they do something to your kid, well, your kid's not going to say nothing because it's not weird. This is how it's supposed to be. These are the images that I was flooded with my whole life. Academia, entertainment, politics. Everybody's on this weird, fucked up train. I guarantee you that, people. My kids ain't watching that bullshit. It's not necessary. Disgusting. Ugh. Fucking puke emojis all across the screen. Again, people, Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $, Jericho Green 1. Man, oh man. What a day. Well, you guys know what I'll be doing after this, trying to fix this stupid ass laptop. Let's get to these super chats, shall we? These super dupers. Yeah, Clint Jabble, those emojis right there. Who said that? Free Cain Velasquez. Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna look into that. What happened to him? He should have been free the next day. Well, he should have got in trouble for shooting at the vehicle because, he could have shot somebody else. But other than that, yeah, I'm all for that. He says lesbians are only acceptable on Pornhub. Oh, man, you people. Oh, I don't mean you people. All right. Boricua Dames. Okay, I got that one right. Thank you very much. It says all of this is a psyop to normalize towards modern day child sacrifice. Instead of a dagger, they use Disney, etc. Yeah, man, that's what it is. The ultimate goal is access to our children, unfettered access. They are the ultimate taboo. And when you've been doing freaky shit, you've been in a pile of sweat and dicks 3 nights a week, that's not going to get it anymore. You need something weird. You need something more that you're not supposed to have. And what is it? Kids. You don't see them doing this shit in colleges, do you? Because they're already adults. So they go after the soft targets. David Beaudry, David Beaudry. Thank you very much. Hi, JG. Thanks for doing God's work. I have one question for you. Which states are on your list that you might move to, and please rank them? Okay. I would say Florida, number 1. Tennessee, number 2. I would say Georgia, number 3. That's where my brother lives. And Arizona, number 4. And I'd say number 5 would be like Utah, because I'm also taking into consideration weather and are they a liberal in sheep's clothing? Like, are they a real conservative state or city or whatever? And Texas was left off of there on purpose. I got to see what happens with Texas. You guys still got Austin there. And Austin's fucking it up for everybody. Jaybird, $5. Get it, Jericho. You best believe, man. The shit. I mean, I believe you sent that when I was talking about Lebronica James, that piece of dog shit. And no offense to any pieces of dog shit that might be watching. Swamp Fox 1732 says, I'll pass on camel toe hairy tit. I don't know if she had hairy tit. She probably does. It's probably not her hair. It's probably the silver pubic hairs that fell in there. She was you know. Hold on, I'm getting to the supers, people. Bear with me. Like, chill. All right, Mary Smith. Thank you very much for the $49.99. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your moolah. Gracias, Danka, all that stuff. Come on, super. Wait. Let me go back. Something caught my eye. Okay. Never mind. Come on, supers. Where you at? Boy, it was way up there. Okay, here we go. Loretta, thank you very much for the $10 super sticker. Thank you for the sticker. An Ohio Patriot. Are you right there with Akron? Thank you very much. Says my daughter lives and works in Akron and is strapped everywhere she goes. Shouldn't be like that. A woman in America should be able to move throughout her life without fear of her safety. But Akron is a piece of garbage. Spun Bearing 65, thanks for the twomp. Thuggery is thuggery, even when it's Rachel or Ted Levine. Do your James Gum impression, please. Who's James Gum? Am I reading that wrong? God of Blackness, $50. Thank you very much, man. Good to see you in here. And also on Insta. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I know there were a few more. I saw a few up there before my laptop took an electronic shit. Laura Fabins, thank you very much for the $10 sticker. Oh, Big Rab 78, Falklands, Vet 1982, Vet as in military. Thank you for your service to your country. And respect to you, JG, because you speak the truth. Love from England, all the way from the UK. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Love from across the pond. Aren't there? Why does England got so many accents? Well, I can't say that because America got a shitload of them too. But there's so many different English accents. It's like the proper English where, oh, you spilled Merlot all over my duvet. You have that kind, and it's like the oi, 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 like the soccer hooligan types. It's a trip. I'm shelled, boy. Are those the rich people? Or are there poor English people who still have like the hoity-toity English accent? Always wondered that. Lord German Husbando, what's up? Thank you for the $1.99. Trump just wrapped up another glorious speech. I'm gonna have to check that shit out. I like to hear Trump speak. Reminds me of when he was president. I think what I'm gonna do is go back and look at the results, the night of the results of the 2026 election. 2016 election when he won. Because you look at it, what they're saying at the beginning of the night, oh, Hillary's gonna win, and blah 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 blah, and you just wait, it's gonna be a landslide. There's no way. When Pelosi was like, "There's no way that Trump is gonna be president of the United States," and then to see him at the end of the night, fuck them. Just a man evaluating stuff. Remember, so thank you very much for the 5. Remember, violence on the streets helps Democrats in their sheets. That's right. Keep it legal through the courts and votes. But don't be anyone's punching bag. Got to do things right. You get organized and informed, and you can take down anybody. Oh, I think, because there were like 3 other super chats that were like $10 a piece. I'm going to try to go back on my laptop if I can and find those super chats so I can shout them out. But to you, those of you who did send super chats before my computer fucked up, I apologize because I don't see your super chats on here. I think my phone just, no, that would make sense. I should still have all of them on here. But I went all the way to the top of the stream even before it started, and I did not see, I saw like 3 $10 ones for sure. So yeah, I think this stream just started on my phone when I actually turned my phone on. So I don't think it has the super chats for before. I do apologize. Again, I will try to find them and shout you out tomorrow. Sorry about that. If you want, you can send another $10 super chat tomorrow. Fucking with you, unless you will. But no, seriously, I'll try to find them and shout you out. I apologize for that. I will try to get that remedied by mañana. But people, we did it. Another live in the books. It was a good one. It was a team effort. If you guys weren't here, I'd have no one to talk to. So thank you very much. Don't forget Venmo, Green4Green, Cash.app, $ Jericho Green 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California 95961-9998. Shout out to the folks who did send Venmo and Cash App donations yesterday. I really appreciate that. But let's do it all over again tomorrow, people. You know where I'll be. The question is, will you be here? 1 p.m. PST. Uh-oh. Another last minute super. I'm not mad at those. I am not mad at those. As long as you get them in before I do my sign off. Oh, I'll read that shit. My man, Christian, I knew you'd be here. Shout out to my man, Christian, the Canadian connection. Yo, who's there? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Faye. And this is from Maria Camacho. Maria Camacho. This is less than 2 gallons of gas, for goodness sake. I know, thanks for the $10. Ain't that a damn shame? But don't you worry. As long as Biden is pervertus, our grandpa in chief is still at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Pretty soon, $10 won't get you 1 gallon. Watch. I wish I was wrong. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.